just finish up the Thanksgiving stuff. It wasn't, it was very chill and it wasn't too crazy. We did a thing this year that I'm like, why haven't we done this before? There's not a lot there's just me and Sarah, and we just stay here and we do our own little thing. And we've been cooking like a turkey breast, not like a full turkey, just the breast. And we've been doing the whole put it in the oven and the whole routine, and it's like, the whole Bob Belcher kind of thing. But this year I was shopping and they were out of turkey breasts. I'm like, oh no. And I look over and there's like this turkey breast roast they have that's boneless. But what they do is they kind of like, they kind of take the breast off the turkey and just rip it off without any of the underlying stuff. And they wrap it up and they turn it into a roast.
Is that not what a turkey breast is? Do you buy turkey breasts with bones in them?
Well, yeah, you get the full turkey breast, not like the full turkey. It's like a turkey breast. They just cut off the legs and stuff.
The whole point of buying just the breast is to not have the bones.
Well, we done it like the traditional turkey, just without the rest of it.
I think you're getting ripped off.
Well, now we got the ones without the bones, and we realized that was a lot easier, and we didn't have to clean this crap up, and we still had turkey leftovers. So we're going to do that from now on.
I usually just get Sprouts. The supermarket chain does like the little Thanksgiving dinner, and they make it to serve 3 or 4. So I usually get that for myself because I like leftover sandwiches. Mm. And it's just the giant, like the boneless breast and stuffing, mashed potatoes and cranberry, which is, and a thing of gravy, and it's pretty good. And then it makes a couple days worth of sandwiches.
No, we do the whole side dishes and stuff. We don't do. No, we kind of do it ourselves a bit. A lot of stuffing.
It's just me, and I don't like to cook. So,
that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Unless I'm going to somebody's house, I'm getting my little meal from Sprouts. And that's how we do. Hi, Simba. It's like you knew. Because you did not want to hang out with me until just now.
Yeah, they know you're trying to do stuff. They're like, hey, you talking Tutsi Frutti.
And now you want to rub your face on everything. You cannot go to that side of the desk. You know that this side of the desk is yours. Sorry. You can proceed. I'm a fight with my cat. Now you have to say hi to the people. That's your punishment.
No.
Okay. You stay on your side of the desk.
Screw you, lady.
You have a third of the desk. That should be more than enough.
So let's get to the nonsense. Each week, Catherine, the Radio Data audience, go out in the worldwide interwebs, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring back here for the segment we like to call What the Fuck is Wrong with You? I'm Nash, she's Tara, this is the news. And first, of course, it is the holiday season. December has rolled around, which means Yavla Vulcan. The Yavla Goat is here. Goat Watch has come. Now, for those of you who are new, or who just, want to recap because you're anal like that, the Yavla goat is a giant straw goat that is traditionally put together in the little town of Yavla, Sweden. And as is wont to do, it's been put up. Yeah, I've got mine too. And I got to get mine. It's been put up there for decades now. And when humans see a large thing made of straw, someone always says, "Oh, I'm gonna burn that down." And that has become an ongoing battle for the past, how like the 60s did they start this? I always forget. Come on, give me the yeah, it started in.
Now we used to try to gauge how the year ahead was going to go based on whether or not the goat burned. Some people got very mad at us for that because people get mad at you for everything.
Yeah, screw.
So now we don't have any fun.
Oh, I still
No
am going to
fun,
fucking
no.
have fun, but yeah, it's been doing this since 1966. And even though in recent years it has survived a bit more, it has burned down more times than it has made it through an entire holiday season. In fact,
But it's been a few years that it's survived.
Next year is going to be like the 60th anniversary. Yeah, good Lord. Oh my God.
It hasn't burned in a few years. It did get pecked to death by birds.
Yeah, and that one is still put under a they don't quite know how to quantify that one as a bird or not bird. So it's a yellow. There's got like green and red. Survived, didn't, and they have that one in yellow. Like we don't the jackdaws ate it. We don't know how to classify that crap.
I feel like given the part of the world it's in, that has to be classified as an act of God. The god in question being Odin.
Well, let's have a look right now because over the years they have added the live feed, and we are looking live in Gävle, Sweden, and there is the goat standing in all its stuff straw glory.
Goatly glory.
You know it's hollow. You can get inside the goat. I don't know if there's actually a door or anything, but you put people in there.
Can you put a whole bunch of people in there and sneak your way into a walled city?
No, but you might be able to pull like a Wicker Man, which gets a little dark. So we'll be keeping an eye on the Gävle goat.
Can we... Someone's already yelling at the chat to not use the goat as a predictor of the next year. Did we just fucking talk about... This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, it's because people don't listen. People don't freaking listen.
Because somebody has to show up and wag their finger and be like, no, you're bad.
No, we're
just trying to have a little fucking fun.
Fuck off.
It's a fucking apocalypse. We're just trying to have a little fun. Can a bitch live?
I feel like the goat must burn. That's my gut instinct is the goat must burn. We'll be keeping an eye on this for the next month or so. See if we can get through this holiday
Christmas,
season.
New Year's? I always forget. I should know by now. New Year's?
Yeah, I should too. Yeah, it's like January 2nd or something. So we got until the early January to see. We'll see if it makes it. Meanwhile, we of course have the regular stupid news. Now, I have noted that since the end of the pandemic, Black Friday died. We used to have a segment here on Radio Dead Air called Black Friday Follies, where people would gather together during the holidays to go shopping after Thanksgiving and beat the ever-living Christ out of each other for $50 off an Xbox. That has no longer occurred because during the pandemic, the retail establishments got together and realized, wait a minute, we make the same amount of money if we don't put all the sales on one day? Why are we putting all the sales on one day? It took them 30 years to realize this, but they realized it.
I feel like Black Friday hasn't died, but it is weakened. Because I went into a couple of places on Saturday because I had to run some errands, and I asked the people, and they were like, no, yeah, yesterday was hell.
Yeah, but there is not one fight, Tara. Not one reported fight.
Right. It's not
in the entirety of the United States.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Right. It's not the fucking Hunger Games anymore, but it's still not pleasant.
So it looks like
now we do it the whole month.
Well, it looks like instead of that energy has shifted. Since all of the retail has gone online, why not just go and to take on Amazon directly? I'll get you the link here. Two arrested after stealing Amazon van from driver on his route in Seattle. Mill Creek Police Department says two suspects who allegedly stole an Amazon delivery van in Seattle drove to Snohomish County and led law enforcement on a chase in Mill Creek. Just after midnight, flock license plate reading cameras alerted police to a stolen Amazon van driving through Mill Creek. Officers started to pursue the van with assistance from the sheriff's office, who used a stop stick to disable the van. Two suspects inside were arrested. Authorities learned they allegedly stole the van from a delivery driver in Seattle while he was on his route. Suspects were booked into jail, face counts of possession of a stolen vehicle, stolen firearm, eluding police, among other charges. Delivery vans have tracking in them, and we have cameras every damn where.
That's how they can tell you when you order something, your item is 5 stops away. Because they know exactly where that fucking van is. That's why the Amazon drivers have to pee in bottles. Because they're being surveilled constantly.
Right. Like the fucking, they know where it is. You were literally stealing Christmas. Because that's what people were getting. It's November. People were getting the holiday gifts at whatever tiny little meager discount they could grasp this year. Did you know that they said sales were up this year? But that's only because everything cost more this year. So actually volume was down. So... Yeah, people are just like desperately trying to get. And what did you do, Mr. fucking Grinch? You went and stole their shit. And you're all like, well, you know, you could, if it gets stolen, you can just order it again. Amazon's going to cover it. Yeah, but you won't get it there in time to mail the gifts to people.
Yeah, or it'll be out of stock now.
Cindy Lou Who is not getting her gift. You did that, fucker. Like, just of all the things to steal, you dipshits.
Yeah.
It would seem to me like it would be...
My neighborhood has like a porch pirate problem. And for the first time, I've lived here for 5 years. I actually got hit by a porch pirate a couple weeks ago. It was just a pair of jeans. The place I ordered it from replaced them. But I was like, where's my package? And then like I checked my camera and I was like, oh.
Man,
it got stolen.
Not to help these dipshits, but you know, instead of taking the whole van, what you should have done is just followed him. And when he gets out and put a package, go get that package. And you would have gotten all the stuff.
Do in my name.
You would have gotten all the stuff in the van without getting busted for stealing the van. You dingus.
And that's literally what people do in my neighborhood.
Oh, heading to California for this one. And speaking of cameras, we've got cameras set up here for the kiddies, and you've got your camera out there too. And sometimes we see other wildlife on there. We get like, you know, sometimes we have raccoons and possums and, you know, but.
I have my 2 raccoons who adopted a skunk.
Yeah. If I saw this one though, I'm moving. California man stunned as surveillance camera confirmed 500-pound black bear moved into his home's crawl space. And he's doing the Winnie the Pooh thing.
No one's breaking into my motherfucking house now.
No, he's doing the Winnie the Pooh thing. He's stuck. He's stuck in the hole.
Yeah. But that's what we call a home defense system.
That rabbit's got to go get Owl because, you know, Piglet's in there. They got to get him out. Ken Johnson set up surveillance cameras to find the cause. A California man was alarmed to find the cause of disturbances and damage around his property was an enormous black bear that had moved into the crawl space beneath his home. Ken Johnson set up surveillance cameras near the entry of the space to his house, which captured the 500-pound animal sneaking in and out every day. It was really big. I'd seen him before, but he was going through the trash, and then the next morning, he's coming out from underneath my house. Johnson said he installed the cameras after noticing that trash had been scattered over the ground and pieces of the brick knocked off a wall. The bear appears to have taken up residency, with Johnson adding that he comes in and out from underneath his home like he owns the place. However, despite Johnson lightheartedly referring to the bear as a tenant, he admits there have been times a little too close for comfort. On Friday, while going outside to change the camera batteries, he encountered the bear. I glanced at the hole from him standing up and heard a growl and a hiss, and I just ran. Now here's this is
You didn't know bears hiss.
This is the one to get at. Law enforcement has advised Johnson that staying indoors would help keep him safe. He answers that call, added that calls to California Fish and Wildlife to help remove the bear went unanswered. Sorry, pal, you're on your own. Just try to stay inside. Just stay.
I know it was just maybe a month ago that I was talking about how like one of my weirdly specific phobias is finding out that like somebody's living in the fucking crawl space or cabinets of my house.
Yeah.
I would be fucking delighted.
No, you wouldn't.
If a goddamn bear.
No, you wouldn't, Tara.
Because no one's breaking into my porch pirates are never coming back. No one's breaking into my fucking house.
Your cats are disappearing. Safe. The cats?
No, they'd all be friends. Because I'm going to befriend that bear.
Okay, Tara, there's a movie.
We're going to be besties.
A movie you should watch, and it's called Grizzly Man. You might want to watch it, and that just putting that out there. No, what's crazy here is this guy is like, hello, state of California, with all of the armaments and equipment and tranquilizer guns. Please come and take care of this bear, for which I pay you taxes to get rid of. And they're like,
yeah.
No.
Nah.
Bear's gotta move. Well, now things get worse.
But if not friend, why friend shaped?
To make you get closer to eat you. Because friend is hungry.
I mean,
the
listen,
bear is
also,
coming from inside the house.
Culturally speaking, a little girl who looked a little like me broke into a bear's house and used up all their shit one time. So I need to be aware of that and my privilege with regard to bears. And maybe they just should have my house as reparations.
Well, moving right along. This one is just look. Ain't got no problem with sex workers. It's, you know what? Consenting adults, everybody's cool. That's great. It's the not consenting part that is a thing.
Mm.
And now when you have a combination of that and certain fetishes and the internet, the non-consensual thing gets a little worse. Oh my God. Pinky Kelly headed to jail for key spree. New Hampshire woman known as Kinky Kelly on OnlyFans will spend 6 months behind bars for a criminal mischief spree during which she filmed herself urinating on food at a supermarket and on various items at a Marriott hotel. Kelly Telford.
That's not a fetish, that's a biohazard.
Kelly Telford, 24, today pleaded guilty to 6 Class A misdemeanors in connection with her vile antics. Earlier this year in Keene, a city in Cheshire County, Tedford was sentenced to 360 days in jail, but a judge suspended half that custodial term. She was required to serve 180 days in lockup, be placed on probation for 2 years. Tedford would also have to pay $500 to the Marriott, where she relieved herself on a Bible, comforter blanket, curtains, and air conditioner unit. She also defecated on the toilet and placed the waste into a toilet tank. Detectives believe that Tedford's pee spree was recorded for subscribers to her $15 a month OnlyFans page, which has since been deleted.
What is the fetish that causes you to put poop in a toilet tank? Who's jerking off to that?
Someone, Tara. Someone is the problem.
Why?
Because that's what we've done. That's what we've done to ourselves now. It's the only way you can feel anything.
You peed on the produce at the supermarket. Do you understand that they have to throw everything away and sanitize those shelves? Like, they probably had to close down for a day. And the employees, who maybe make $15 an hour with no fucking benefits, had to take bleach to all that shit.
You know where she didn't go, like to Walmart or something? You know where she went? Monadnock Food Co-op. She went to a co-op. She has to pay $10,500 in restitution. That's how much damage she did. She also, explicit videos of Tedford remain online, including one clip showing her urinating on new garments in a clothing store changing room.
What? Look,
now,
I know we say a lot that we don't want to kink shame. I'm going to go ahead and kink shame this because...
Yeah, this is...
Just going around in public and peeing on stuff that doesn't belong to you and taking a shit and putting it in a toilet tank.
Right. That is the first rule is everybody's got to be a consenting adult. You have involved so many people who did not consent to this is the problem. They were not involved. They did not get to say yes.
And also, like, I don't know if you're aware, but groceries are kind of prohibitively expensive for a lot of people right now anyway. Right. And the last goddamn thing we need is you destroying $10,000 worth of them.
At a co-op. Like, you can't be sure if they're insured or not, because damn, it's a co-op, lady.
Yeah. And listen, I've had to clean up some stuff I was not paid enough to clean up working retail. People used to legit think that their kids' dirty diapers were a fun scavenger hunt when I worked at Old Navy for the employees. I literally once found a dirty diaper. Old Navy, when I worked there, used to hang the pajama pants, and I never understood this. They've changed it since, with the fold at the bottom. So like the waist and the feet would be clipped into the thing and the fold would be at the bottom. Who does that? I don't know. I legitimately found a dirty diaper hammocked in a pair of pajama pants. Back to the caves with you. You don't deserve inside life. You're fucking feral.
Well, this next one, I don't think this was a fetish. And I'm torn. I'm conflicted on this. I'm trying to figure out, is this really a crime though? Is it, I mean, it's a crime, but is it a crime? You know what I mean?
Not yet.
St. Pete man arrested after stealing Cybertruck during test drive, causing $20,000 in damages. St. Petersburg man is accused of stealing a Tesla Cybertruck while on a test drive, causing approximately $20,000 in damages to the vehicle, which, considering how overpriced the dang thing is, they maybe that's like $50 in damage. I don't know. According to the criminal affidavit, Rochelle Rochelle Valdivia, there we go, 26, agreed to a test drive, a 2025 Tesla truck, for 30 minutes from the dealership. The report says that Valdivia never returned the vehicle, instead keeping it for approximately 2 days. Now, that you got to imagine they're sitting there. Wait, he's going to come back, right? Oh, yeah, he'll come back. He'll come back. How long has it been? It's been 2 hours. He'll come. He's not coming back, is he? Shit. November 19th, an assistant manager at the Tesla dealership found the stolen Cybertruck at Valdivia's home. The vehicle had been seriously damaged, and the dealer tag had been removed. The damage including smashing a rear view mirror, a missing GPS monitor, a detached sun visor on the driver's side. The front fender flares had been partially torn off. Small rocks
you can do that by hand.
A pair of men's underwear were found inside the flares.
Oh, God, did you try to fuck that Cybertruck? Buddy, it's all sharp edges.
The assistant manager was able to get video footage from the Cybertruck, which showed Valdivia striking the rearview mirror multiple times, destroying the rearview camera, and shattering the mirror's glass. Valdivia is arrested on charges of grand theft of a motor vehicle and criminal mischief. All right.
So wait, he didn't get in an accident and was embarrassed to bring it back. He took the car for a test drive, purposely fucking wrecked it.
Yeah, I just brought it home.
Just took it home?
Yeah, he just brought it home, just beat the shit out of it, and left it there. In his driveway, apparently. Now, look. This is, like them or not, the thing about, and we don't, but the thing about Teslas is they are wired up internet shit to the max.
Yeah.
You're not getting, you would have to go into the, underneath it and just pull out everything for it to stop transmitting. Even if the GPS isn't transmitting, they can use the cell tower to triangulate position because it has a cellular connection to the internet as well, because it's always online, and you're gonna get caught, dipshit.
But also, what was the goal here?
I don't understand. I don't know either.
What happened here?
Why was underwear involved?
Yeah, that's a great question.
That is an excellent fucking question. That's the questions you should be asking.
Were you watching Office Space and watched them smash up the printer and thought, that looks fun, but you know what would be even funner? Which, you're not wrong. But somewhere in there, you lost the plot.
Retro K says, damn it, we say fuck the Cybertruck, we don't mean fuck the Cybertruck. Speaking of ridiculous vehicles, this one is kind of amazing. I don't know if you followed the history probably not. Maybe Dan told you about this sort of stuff. Military vehicles, like, for example, the Bradley fighting vehicle, which has its own debacle in the U.S. military, or the Humvee, or tons of these that were purchased in bulk, like they got a contract with the Pentagon, or the F-35 airplane that has become.
He used to talk about that one a lot. That's billions of dollars over budget and still not finished.
All of these vehicles.
No.
That have.
I'm trying to do a thing. You're holding up the whole thing.
All these vehicles that have become notorious boondoggles for various reasons. Normally, however, it's because they just don't work on some level or another. They have a failure of design. They have a failure of purpose. Usually, they don't actually attack your own troops. Army halts use of Ajax vehicles after soldiers left vomiting. This is from Wales. The Army has paused its use of Ajax armored vehicles after soldiers became unwell from noise and vibration during a military exercise. About 30 soldiers became ill when training to use the armored fighting vehicles over the weekend. Some emerged vomiting from the vehicles, while others were shaking after the military exercise. It comes just weeks after the UK government said it was confident NATO allies would be interested in buying the armored vehicles that were made in South Wales. Defense Minister Luke Pollard claimed the £6.3 billion program had, quote, left its troubles behind. The £1 million vehicles made in Merthyr Tydfil, it's Welsh.
Oh man, Welsh.
Pronounce it. General Dynamics were originally due to enter service in 2019. Little overdue. This weekend, a small number of soldiers reported symptoms of noise and vibration. 30 is not a small number.
I mean, yeah, because like for the American Army, 30 is a small number. You're Wales.
Well,
how many soldiers are in the Welsh Army?
Well, it's not. It's 24 in one weekend in one location.
Yeah. This is some Justin Hammer shit. That pilot survived.
Right. The Ajax program has suffered long delays because noise and vibrations have injured soldiers who have tested the vehicles. You have a fight. You have an armored vehicle that is doing more damage to your side than it is to the enemy.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to recoup your investment, just let the enemy steal them.
Trojan horse. Oh yeah, let them drive around to the fucking things.
Just like sell them to Ukraine and be like, but don't use them. Just leave them out and let Putin's guys steal them. You'll be all set. Whole thing will be over in a week. I mean, maybe it's genius.
Maybe. No, it's the UK Army, Puck. It's the UK Army. Good Lord. Yeah, the Ajax armored vehicle has long been referred to as a troubled program plagued by delays and technical faults. Problems with excessive noise and vibration were said to have been resolved years ago. Yeah, in 2023, they said to have finally turned the corner. There are clearly still problems.
Here's what I don't understand. And this is a very stupid question from a person uneducated on the topic. And I acknowledge that. We already have tanks.
Yeah.
So to what degree do we need to completely reinvent a tank that would allow this to happen?
Honestly,
like, what are you trying to change about a tank?
I really don't know. I'm sure someone knows, but I really don't.
Yeah.
Because
it's a legit question. I legitimately don't know. I'm sure there are a million ways we could improve upon a tank. I don't know any, because I went to school for art.
Why not?
And I now professionally do art for cats. Yeah, but like, in what way do we really need to reinvent the tank?
Well, apparently they don't know how to make one anymore, because but they have invented a new way of making a milkshake. So,
and it does in fact bring all the boys to the yard. They're just vomiting.
Oh, all right. Final story this week. This is a fucking nightmare. Oh my God. we just had problems with our house. We just had problems with the toilet and the rot in the floor because someone put the toilet in didn't put it in correctly and neglected to caulk it. That was bad. This is like infinity times worse. I would freaking be dead. I'd be dead. Give up. Give up. Hundreds of gallons of heating oil pumped into basement of Medford home. Look at this picture, folks. Hundreds of gallons. Yeah, that's kerosene. That looks like kerosene. Hundreds of gallons of heating oil were mistakenly pumped onto the basement floor of a home in Medford, Massachusetts, after the oil company delivered to the wrong address. The home on Linwood Street had a fill pipe, but no tank inside. The oil company hooked up to the old pipe and began dumping around 385 gallons of oil made it into the home. Delivery was meant for the same street address, but in the city of Malden. Normally, when you're filling up an oil tank, once it starts to get full, you'll hear the whistle that tells the driver to shut down the oil. There's no whistle because there's no tank. And you look down for a second, look up, and there's 385 gallons of oil in a basement. So it shouldn't happen. Yeah. Fire Department Deputy Chief Nicholas Davis. Correct. That you're right. Good for you. You got that one right.
And yeah, the fumes are a problem. Also a problem. That shit's real flammable.
Oh yeah. Homeowner Dan DeGuyan said his family hasn't lived in the building. What? Say it again. Nguyen. Thank you. Dan Nguyen has lived in the building for 30 years. Hasn't had an oil tank for around 5 years. His wife and brother-in-law were home when the oil was dumped in the first place. They became aware when they noticed the smell. His brother-in-law went out to question the delivery person, and the error was discovered. Yeah, I don't think it went that quietly. I'm pretty sure some spicy language was involved. Like, if it were me, I would have taken a swing at somebody, and I don't do that.
My house when I was a kid was oil heat. And I remember, like, my parents would tell me, like, the oil truck's coming today, whatever. Somebody had to be home because we had to sign and you didn't have to pay right there, but, like, we had to sign that they had delivered the oil.
Apparently not. Apparently, I guess it's like Amazon now. They take a picture or some shit. And this, you know what? I know exactly.
I guess you could get a shop vac, but like.
Oh no! This is one of those
shop vacs.
This is hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage. Yeah. And environmental attorney Susan Crane said, in this case, the oil company would be responsible for the cleanup. It says nothing to do with homeowners coverage. Yeah. So what I know exactly what happened. The dude typed the address into Google Maps, but he didn't add the city.
Yeah.
He just went to the address. He didn't add the city. He just went the address, and Google Maps said, here's that street. And it's like, oh, it's over there. Okay, I'll go over there. He didn't check the city.
Yeah.
And he just showed up and dumped 400 gallons of kerosene into somebody's basement.
I can't even. I would just legitimately have a nervous breakdown.
Yes. I would curl up. You know how like tardigrades, when there's no, in rough situations, they try to survive, they dry themselves out and they shrivel up in a little. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just,
I would become a possum.
Yeah.
And just play dead until it was over.
Somebody has to be fired for that. You'd think, right?
You'd think, yeah. Jesus Christ. God forbid someone in that house lit a cigarette that day.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Or lit the stove.
Or somebody has a gas stove.
Yeah,
or they tend to burn candles.
Woo. This is
whole motherfucking.
Do you want to tell us why you left your last job? No.
No. Pass.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to look into a different industry for your next job.
So, what we learned this week, make sure you include the zip code. If you're the whole address, if you're doing a Google Maps.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
And I have to mail stuff out for my job running art auctions for a cat shelter. So nobody's going to fucking die if I get the address wrong, right? It's just, a pamphlet's going to send the wrong. I checked that shit like 4 times. And my job will kill nobody.
This just, damn, son. Oh, what else did we learn this week? We've learned that the whales will make a vehicle that is better off being sent to the enemy. Good job. Made in the UK.
I mean, you know what? Maybe this is like a little act of resistance against the crown. They're like, no, yeah, British Army, we made you these great tanks. Go. No, we love being part of the kingdom. Absolutely.
Maybe that Brexit shit just isn't quite working out. We've learned don't steal a Cybertruck. Not because, it's a Cybertruck, because you're going to get caught. It really, who's going to, how could, is there a turnaround for that?
Do you really want a Cybertruck?
Is there a market for used Cybertruck parts? I guess you could yank the lithium battery out of it. I can't imagine,
because you can literally pull the fender off by hand. So I can't imagine there's an aftermarket. It's scrap metal.
We have learned there is no problem with fetishes and fetish play, but make sure everyone involved has consented.
And maybe don't create a biohazard at the fucking supermarket.
That's not, just $15 a month. This is 15. We've learned that if a 500-pound bear takes up residence in your crawl space, the California Fish and Wildlife Department is going to let you sit and spin. So good luck. Have fun.
I really think your best bet is just befriending that bear. Just start leaving out picnic baskets.
And finally, we've learned that just stealing the Amazon van is not a good way to cut out the middleman.
No. Also, here's the thing that confuses me about porch pirates, right? It's really the dumbest game of roulette. Because I have stuff on subscription. So you could get something really cool that I ordered, or you could get cat food.
Right?
You could get my daily vitamins. You could get someone's fucking diapers. And I don't mean for the baby, I mean the adult diapers.
Yeah, Tara, there's some people who would open that up and go, score!